hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us, Navia?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case, though. Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, are you sure we're the ones who can crack a case that's been cold for decades now? And given that there's new evidence from the trial, there should be a trail of breadcrumbs for the
Ah, I see. Well, I won't lie. I'm a little shocked to hear that from you. Sorry. I might have been too
Don't say that, Navia.
Oh, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new waters flowing into a stagnant mine. Sorry about that. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to...
Huh? Do we really need to get that?
Well, I just like to have a proper ending to every important memory. That way there are no... Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much.
You don't have to twist Paimon's arm.
Oh, wonderful. In that case...
All right, then. Let's have our farewell... Ooh, everything looks so good.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring
Yeah. Oh, we called this a farewell...
Oh, true.
Speaking of cases...
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation...
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking! We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
In such investigations, even the smallest... To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might... It's not that I don't have faith in their... It's easy to guard against, which is exactly why the Spina di... Those highfalutin... It's all right. Let's talk about something else. Like,
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really...
I see. I've heard that there's a long line of people...
Yeah, we've heard...
Well, would you consider some more...
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you.
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe. I'm sure Lady Farid... All right, I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm
That...
valid point. All right, you did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of...
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a... Why don't we give it a try after...
Huh? No, it's fine.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't...
Is that so? Huh. Well, and if we're all finished eating, then I'll go...
Yeah, we're... so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Can't you see Paimon's barely an inch off the ground?
Okay. As for
Hey, Navia! What are you...
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine... in any case...
See ya! There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneus might have been the last one.
Vache.
Looks like we're back here. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again? Ugh. That's kinda spooky.
Vache?
Hey, why are you still walking? Huh? Hang on. Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Vache, are you... No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know... Wait. Who? My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since for... Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered. I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. But now, we can no longer go back. No! Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath. If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember. Perhaps that is so, as I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness. If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, it was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of... I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember...
Wake up! Come on, hurry! Navia's outnumbered!
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand? Quick, now's our chance! I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually—
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do this—
Do not speak of my
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you. But I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very— Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Guardianat—
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act
I will continue investigating, no matter what. We will bring the— Regardless, thank you.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've got.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you.
I know, I just— She's—
Oh, thank goodness! I thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us! Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too!
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank—
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me...
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in—
Well, to be honest—
Huh?
Yes. After we parted ways, that the Fanta tasted kind of salt. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty?
So the Fanta had been spiked with—
Yes. So if—
Spina di Ros...
Huh! Really?
I sent people to Hotel Debor to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger, and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Lenny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange—
Well, it can't be a coincidence that the Traveler fainted just now. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it. Does that mean the Paimon—
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing to—
New intel? Wild—
well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh, that— it— Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened? Yes, thank you. This is very important. Oh, you mean you...
Well, you did say that our fair... And besides, we're in this now whether we like...
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite...
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? We also have some plans to go over.
Don't worry, you two.
Yeah.